Aqua might be one of the best condo developments in Kelowna. It might also be one of the easiest places in the city to dramatically overpay for a condo. And strangely, both of those statements can be true at the same time, because at Aqua, you're not just paying for square footage of your unit. You're paying to be directly on the water, you're paying for extremely high-end finishes, and you're paying for a true resort experience. But with some condos there asking more than $1,500 a square foot and one penthouse priced above $1,800 a square foot, the real question is not whether Aqua is impressive, because it clearly is. The real question is, does this lifestyle justify the price for you? Today, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Aqua. I'm going to explain the differences between the three towers, break down the location, the amenities, the finishes, the pricing, and I'm going to tell you exactly who I think should, and more importantly, should not buy here. So let's get into it. Aqua Waterfront Village is a three-tower waterfront community developed by Mission Group in Kelowna's Lower Mission. Tower 1 is 15 stories, Tower 2 is 17 stories, and Tower 3 is 13 stories. Three buildings, they look like one community, but they're actually two separate stratas. Aqua 1, it allows for nightly rentals and it has its own strata council. Aqua 2 and 3 are together. They allow weekly rentals and they have their own strata council. And that distinction is important because both stratas, they have their own amenities, management, and they're probably going to have a different ownership experience. The entire project has been designed what I would call the ultimate Okanagan lifestyle. Aqua, it reduces the distance and the friction between where you live and the activities that brought you to Kelowna in the first place. You can go downstairs, grab your paddleboard, and be on the lake in minutes. Or go for a swim and get a workout in. Feel like golfing? Well, Aqua 2 and 3 have two indoor golf simulators that can give you access to almost any course in the world. You can even call down to Aqua Boat Club and have them get your boat ready for the lake. The incredible part is this. All of this, it can be done without leaving the community. That lifestyle is what Mission Group is selling. The condo is only part of it. And that brings me to the first question that every person that I've talked to has asked me. Why are the condos so expensive? You've often heard me compare condos using price per square foot. Now, this is a useful number because it gives you a baseline, but it's not perfect. It's kind of like the temperature. Plus 30 with low humidity, it feels a lot different than plus 30 with high humidity. So let's look at the pricing difference between Aqua 1, Aqua 2, and 3. Now, the average price per square foot for active listings on the MLS in Aqua 1 is $1,187. In Aqua 2 and 3, it's $1,442. If I look at the MLS sales over the last year, Aqua 1 had 15 at $838 a square foot. Aqua 2 had 2 at $989 a square foot. The two sales in Aqua 2 were for smaller one-bedroom units. The thing to watch is if the prices in Aqua 1 increase now that the other two towers are completed and the fact that the short-term rental restrictions have been lifted. The Aqua buyer is not just buying a condo, they are buying back their time. The Buy Back Your Time reference is from Dan Martell's best-selling book, Buy Back Your Time, which was a great read, I might add. They are removing the inconveniences that make it harder to enjoy the lifestyle that Kelowna offers. Now, for the right person, that has a ton of value. But this isn't the important part. There's only value if you use them. So before buying an Aqua, you need to ask yourself, am I buying this because it matches the life I already live, or because it represents a version of my life that I think that I'll like? The answer to that, it can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because when it comes to pricing, Aqua is in a pricing category of its own. If Aqua has you thinking about buying a Kelowna vacation rental, grab my Kelowna Vacation Rental Buyer's Guide. It's going to be linked in the description. It's going to cover which buildings allow short-term rentals, what you need for licensing, realistic income numbers, and the costs to plan for. Of course, no amount of amenities can fix the wrong location. Fortunately for Aqua, the location is a huge selling point. Aqua sits in the Kelowna's Lower Mission, directly beside the Cook Road boat launch. You're close to Rotary Beach, Gyro Beach, the Mission Greenway, coffee shops, restaurants, and Pandosy Village. For the lifestyle buyer, This is a better choice than a resort development like Verona Beach, which also has boat slips. Here, you have the water and the resort vibes, but you're also still in the heart of one of Kelowna's most popular neighborhoods. But there are trade-offs. Cook Road area is getting super busy. You have the boat launch, the El Dorado, hundreds of condos, with potentially thousands being built over the next 10 years. The view and the noise of each unit will vary significantly based on its position within the complex. A unit may face the lake, the pool, another tower, the boat launch, or Lakeshore Road. All of those things are going to affect your privacy, your noise, and your resale. And while Aqua's overall location is excellent, the experience and value of each unit depends heavily on where it sits within the development. Location is one part of the decision, but at Aqua, choosing the right tower may be just as important as choosing the right unit. Aqua 1 and Aqua 2 and 3, they have different stratas with different rules. Aqua 1, it was designed with nightly rentals in mind. Many of the units are smaller, the finishes are more modest, and the building is better suited to buyers who value rental flexibility or a lower price point. Aqua 2 and 3 are waterfront. They were built as luxury condos. The units are generally larger, the finishes are more luxurious, and the residents have access to more amenities. They might be the more natural choice for somebody who's purchasing an Aqua primarily as a full-time home or a luxury second home. However, weekly rentals are permitted, and that raises an important question. Do vacation rentals weaken the sense of community in Aqua 2 and 3? I know people who live full-time in buildings that allow short-term rentals, and one of their most common complaints is that vacation rentals, they take a toll on the building. They are constantly dealing with issues that come along with people who are on vacation. Because people who are on vacation, they don't know the rules, and they don't know the building etiquette. A 1-week minimum, very high nightly rate, it may reduce some of these issues. I guess only time's going to tell. Here's an example of what I mean. I was at Aqua 2 the other day at 9 a.m. A bunch of the loungers around the pool already had towels down with people's stuff on them, saving them for the day. Now, this reminded me of being on my last vacation, which is completely okay. But when this is your full-time residence and you paid over $1,200 a square foot to buy in there, are you going to be annoyed? For a recreational buyer, rental flexibility is a major benefit. For a full-time resident paying for a luxury lifestyle, it may be a trade-off worth thinking carefully about. Now let's talk about what probably got you to click on this video, the amenities. Now, the amenities in Aqua 2 and 3 include a pool, hot tubs, fitness spaces, lounges, golf simulators, paddleboard storage, and social areas. You're also going to find a putting green, yoga and meditation spaces, cold plunge, a sauna, and outdoor fireside areas. Tower 1 owners, they get a 5th floor pool and hot tub, poolside seating, a fire pit and barbecue area, an indoor event lounge, and a 2-story fitness center with a separate yoga space. There's also bike storage, bike maintenance area, co-working spaces, and a pet wash station. The amenities are so spread out that at the times that I've been there, they don't really feel crowded or busy at all. You can see the amenities at Aqua are probably some of the best in Kelowna, but luxury amenities are going to come with luxury costs. Pools, hot tubs, fitness equipment, golf simulators, saunas, all of this costs money to maintain and replace. The strata fees in new developments are set by the developer, and I do think that Mission Group has done a pretty good job here. The strata fees in Tower 1 right now are at 64 cents a square foot. The strata fees in Tower 2 and 3 are at 58 cents a square foot. Movala strata fees right now are at 48 cents a square foot. For context, 2021, when people moved into One Water Street, their strata fees were 41 cents a square foot. Today, they're 68 cents a square foot, which is a 60% increase. Given all the amenities and the complexity of Aqua, I personally wouldn't be surprised if the strata fees increased by 30% over the next 3 to 5 years. Now, there's one amenity at Aqua that buyers need to understand because I think it's easy to assume it's included. That's the Aqua Boat Storage and Aqua Boat Club. One of Aqua's biggest draws is the boating access next door, but there are actually 2 separate services here. The first is the Aqua Boat Storage. If you already own a boat, you can pay for indoor storage and marina services. They're going to store your boat, they're going to retrieve it when you want to use it, prepare it for the water, launch it, and they'll even refuel it. That removes all the work that comes with owning a boat. I have friends that store their boat there, and they love it. The second option is the Aqua Boat Club. This is for someone who wants to enjoy a boat without owning a boat. You purchase a membership here each year. and those membership numbers are capped. In 2026, they currently have 6 luxury boats, and you're allowed to use one any day you want as long as it's available. The catch is, you can only book 3 days at a time on their app. But if you want a boat, it's as easy as pulling up the app, looking at the day you want to go, and seeing if there's an available boat. You can book it right on the app, and they'll have it ready in an hour. But the thing I want to point out is that neither the boat storage nor the boat club membership comes with a condo. They are completely separate businesses located beside Aqua. So they should be viewed as a convenient lifestyle service, not a condo amenity. Now, the part that I really like. So let's have a look at the condos. Aqua 1, it has attractive functional finishes, but the layouts are generally smaller and the overall design is more practical. It looks like it was designed for nightly rent. Aqua 2 and 3, they're on another level. The units that I've toured, they have some of the nicest finishes that I've seen in a new construction condo, and the attention to detail is obvious. Depending on the home, the appliance package is either going to be a Bosch or a Thermador package. But the units I viewed, they had the Thermador package, which included a full-height wine fridge. The kitchen counters are quartz or Decton, depending on the selected color palette. The thing that really stands out to me is the Decton double waterfall island, which it has to be 4 inches thick. There are 4 interior color palettes, with cabinets ranging from light to medium and dark wood tones, as well as gray. Personally, I think the medium natural wood finish looks the best. It adds warmth and it really pops against the veining in the stonework and the matted gold hardware. The bathrooms are equally impressive. They featured a polished quartz countertops, large format polished tile on the walls and the tub surrounds, and Kohler fixtures. The primary bathrooms that I viewed also had large showers with multiple shower heads and bidet toilets. Even the common hallways feel elevated. They're all wide with dark wood doors and gold accents that carry that luxury feel throughout the building. So there is no question that the finishing in towers 2 and 3 will impress you, but how you plan to use the condo will determine whether it really works for you. For a recreational or part-time buyer, the layouts, they may be more than enough, but for somebody planning to live here full-time, the average layout, it might feel a little tight. There were also a couple of smaller details that surprised me. The kitchens have plenty of drawers, but a lot of them are not very deep. Personally, I think that combining some of them into deeper drawers would have made them just more useful for cookware and larger everyday items. In the primary bathroom, I also noticed only one electrical outlet on one side of the double vanity. Now, that stood out to me because at Elma, which is another Mission Group development, each sink had its own outlet. These may sound like nitpicky details, and they are, but when you're paying luxury prices, the small details matter. The barbecue setup also differs between the towers. Towers 2 and 3, they have gas connections on the patio. Tower 1 does not. So if you're considering Tower 1, you should confirm whether you're allowed propane barbecues on the patios or if you're going to need to use the shared barbecue areas. The finishes in Tower 2 and 3 are exceptional. But after the interior wow factor wears off, it's the practical details and the layout that you're going to be living with. In my opinion, the ideal Aqua buyer is a luxury lifestyle buyer. The buyer is financially comfortable, values convenience, they want immediate access to the lake, and they'll actively use the amenities. They may be a downsizer moving from an expensive home who wants quality and convenience, a recreational buyer who's been successful in life and wants the best, or a boating or water sports enthusiast. Now, who should probably not buy here? Well, if you're a price-sensitive buyer, getting a mortgage in buildings that allow short-term rentals has traditionally been extremely hard. If you're somebody who's looking for a lot of space, and you don't want to pay $2+ million for it, or you're somebody who's looking for a relaxed condo vibe. If you fall into any one of these categories, maybe you should check out Water's Edge next door or Movala down the street. So is Aqua Waterfront Village worth it? Well, for the right buyer, yes. The location is excellent. The condos are gorgeous and the amenities are first class. But Aqua isn't a building that I'm going to recommend to most buyers. Pricing is high. In some cases, it's extremely high. All 3 buildings are going to allow short-term rentals, and that designation has historically hurt resale value because a lot of buyers, they can't get financing on a short-term rental unit. It's also a brand new building, and brand new buildings can come with brand new problems. Look at One Water. The main pool there has been closed since the fall of 2023. It's supposed to open this summer. I was there yesterday. So as of today, July 23rd, 2026, it's still not open. Now, if a vacation property or a resort style condo is what you're after, remember to download my vacation rental buyer's guide. It's linked in the description. And if this video was helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more Kelowna condo tours and building breakdown. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.